It's been such a busy day, I almost forgot. So, the bag story. Basically, when I was in Florida, I told my boys, very first thing was when we have games, I want always, this is the only time I'll say it, I want the bags lined up. And the reason is that I want the sideline to look neat, but there's a lot more to it. So the bag story is started with me saying that, make sure that they're lined up. And I'll only say it this time. At every game, I expect it to happen. Well, I kept stats on it, all right? So, anyway, 90% of the games that we had our bags lined up, we actually won. And 90% of the games that our bags weren't lined up, we lost, all right? So, what is it? Is there, like, what could be the correlation? And in my thought, it is that if they're not focused enough to just line their bags up, that I've asked them, like, that's one of my big things, like, please, if you don't do anything, line your bags up, right? So my big thing was, if they're not focused enough to do that, then that correlates to not winning a game, because if they can't be focused to line their bags up, then how are they going to be focused to tell each other when to move, when to make runs, how to fill gaps, stuff like that. So I think it correlates that way. Now, there's always that one player who can come in and they can see that the bags are not lined up. It doesn't have to be a captain, it could be anyone. And if they see that the bags are not lined up, then they can come in and say, hey, guys, let's come in, let's get our bags lined up. So then what happens is that one movement, that one person that decides to line the bags up puts everybody back in focus, and that's why you get your bags lined up and it results in a win. Well, I've used this forever. It's so small, but I think it's powerful, and to the point that I tell every team that I have that. And I got a message from one of my boys from here in Tennessee, one of my high school boys, when they went and watched our high school girls play. Well, I told the boys the bag story, and the boys went and told the girls that at school. Well, they sent me a picture at an away game because the boys went to support the girls, and they saw the bags, and they sent me a picture of the bags. They were playing against a team that they've not beaten in the last 4 years, and they beat them 4-0. And one of my boys sent back, it's because their bags were straight. The girls went in, they were focused. It does correlate, and it's such a small thing, but it's something to gauge. And the big piece of it is that I say it at the beginning of the season, and I don't mention it again. Because if I mention it, then I'm the person getting them back in focus, and that's not. If I'm holding them accountable, we'll only be okay. If they hold themselves accountable, then that's how you get a great team. Anyway, that's the famous bag story. It's so simple, but I think it pays off so big. So, anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed it. All right, well, see ya.